What if the man you care about sends people to stay by your side when he can't be there himself? Broken heart. When Liu Yuning quietly arranged for his agency team to accompany Zhao Lusi on set, fans didn't panic. They melted. But behind this sweet gesture, is it pure love or something deeper we're only beginning to understand? In an industry where schedules are brutal, emotions are hidden, and distance is often unavoidable, even the smallest gesture can feel overwhelming. And this time, it came from Liu Yuning. While Zhao Lusi was busy filming a new project in a distant location, surrounded by cameras, long hours, and the quiet pressure of maintaining her image, something unexpected happened. Members of Liu Yuning's agency team reportedly appeared on set, not as part of the production, not as her staff, but as support sent by him. No grand announcement, no dramatic reveal, just a quiet presence meant to stay close to her. And suddenly, the atmosphere changed. For fans, this wasn't just another celebrity story. It felt intimate, personal, real. Because in a world where love is often hidden behind contracts and silence, this looked like someone trying, genuinely, to care. But the question lingered. Why would he go this far, just to make sure she's okay? To understand why this moment hits so deeply, you have to understand who Zhao Lusi is to her fans. She isn't just a star. She's warmth. She's light. She's someone who smiles through exhaustion and still manages to make everything look effortless. But behind the scenes, filming isn't always glamorous. Long shooting hours, unpredictable weather, emotional scenes that demand everything from her, and sometimes loneliness. Because no matter how many people are around, not everyone is there for you. That's what makes Liu Yuning's gesture feel different. He couldn't physically stand beside her. He couldn't hold her hand between takes. He couldn't shield her from the exhaustion. So instead, he sent people who could. People who could check if she had eaten, if she was resting, if she needed anything at all. And for many fans, that's what made their hearts ache in the best way. Because this wasn't loud love. This was quiet, intentional care. The kind that doesn't ask for attention but changes everything. As the story began to circulate online, something unexpected happened. The reaction wasn't divided. It was overwhelmingly emotional. Across global fandom spaces, especially among drama lovers and longtime followers of Zhao Lusi, the narrative quickly shifted from curiosity to deep emotional investment. Because this wasn't just another headline. It felt like a scene straight out of a drama. Except this time, it wasn't scripted. Fans began to replay every small interaction between her and Liu Yuning from the past. Every glance, every moment of subtle concern, every quiet gesture that once seemed ordinary now carried new meaning. And suddenly, everything connected. The way he looked at her during public appearances, the tone in his voice when her name came up, the protective energy he never openly declared, but never truly hid. He's always been like this, we just didn't see it clearly before. That's not something you fake. That's real care. He didn't need to do this, but he did anyway. What made this moment so powerful wasn't just the action itself, but the intention behind it. Because sending your own trusted team into someone else's environment, a space where you don't belong, requires more than just concern. It requires trust, responsibility, and a level of emotional attachment that goes far beyond casual friendship. For many fans, this wasn't about boundaries or logistics. It was about presence. Even in absence, he found a way to be there. And that idea, that someone could care enough to bridge distance in such a quiet yet powerful way, hit something deeply personal for millions watching from afar. But as the emotional wave continued to build, another layer of the story began to unfold. Because gestures like this don't exist in isolation. They come from somewhere deeper. From patterns, from feelings, from unspoken connections that grow over time. And in the case of Liu Yuning, this moment didn't feel sudden. It felt consistent. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady. The kind of care that doesn't demand attention, yet quietly proves itself again and again. In an industry where relationships are often shaped by schedules, distance, and public scrutiny, Maintaining any form of genuine connection is already difficult. But choosing to actively support someone, even when you're not required to, that's something else entirely. It suggests awareness. It suggests emotional investment. It suggests that someone's well-being is not just a passing thought, but a priority. And for Zhao Lusi, who continues to carry the weight of her growing career with grace and strength, having someone who notices the unseen struggles, the fatigue behind the smile, the pressure behind the performance, can mean more than words could ever express. Because sometimes, what people need isn't grand declarations. They need quiet reassurance. They need to know that even when they're surrounded by cameras, someone out there is thinking about them as a person, not just a star. And maybe that's what makes this story resonate so deeply. It reminds us that behind the glamour, there are still human emotions, still vulnerability, still the need to feel seen and supported. And now, we arrive at the part of the story that lingers the longest. Not the action, not the headlines, but the feeling it leaves behind. Because no matter how we interpret it, as friendship, as care, or as something more, one truth remains undeniable. This gesture meant something. It created a moment that people felt, a moment that stayed, a moment that quietly asked all of us the same question. What does it really mean to care about someone? Is it about being physically present all the time? Or is it about finding ways to show up, even when you can't? For Liu Yuning, the answer seemed clear. He chose action over words, presence over distance, care over convenience. And for Zhao Lusi, whether she embraces it as simple support or something deeper, the impact of that gesture is something only she can truly understand. But for the audience watching from afar, this story becomes something more personal, because it reflects a universal desire to be cared for in ways that are quiet but meaningful, to be remembered even when we're not in the same room, to be supported without having to ask. And maybe that's why this moment feels so unforgettable, because it isn't just about two celebrities. It's about the kind of connection people long for, the kind that doesn't need constant validation, the kind that exists in small, thoughtful actions. So, as this story continues to unfold, whether it leads to answers or remains beautifully uncertain, one feeling stays with us, that somewhere in a world that often moves too fast, there are still people who choose to care. Softly, quietly, but wholeheartedly. Two hearts,